Hello, and welcome to Radio NIGP. I'm Christy Varda, and I'm here to bring you this fabulous September broadcast. Merriam-Webster defined the aha moment as a moment of sudden inspiration, insight, recognition, or comprehension. Oprah further explained it, saying, "You think you've never thought of it that way before, but you can't have an aha moment unless you already knew it." So the aha is the remembering of what you already knew, articulated in a way to resonate with your own truth. Forum was the opportunity for many NIGP members to have aha moments, learn new things, and make or renew connections. This month's broadcast is chock full of members' moments recorded to be shared with everyone. We hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to Radio NIGP Spotlight of our Diversity and Inclusion Award winner, Miss Clarissa Clark. I have with me Clarissa Clark and Art Moore, who actually nominated Clarissa for this award. So I'm gonna start with you, Art. What was it that prompted you to nominate Clarissa for this award?
Thank you, Stacy. First, I want to start by saying that one of the benefits of being a part of NIGP is the wonderful volunteer opportunities that the Institute affords us. And for me, that was my service on the Talent Council. And in that role, I got an opportunity to meet many different individuals across this country, and that includes Clarissa Clark. And one of the things about Clarissa that really stood out to me was how forthright she was in her interview process for a position on the Finance Council with the Institute. And she just really moved me. Her story, her history, her passion, all of that mixed into one, and to see how successful that she has been just really touched me in a certain way. So when the chair of the governing board asked me if I had any individuals who I thought really rose to the occasion for this type of award, Clarissa just stuck out to me. I mean, that story is one that I just did not want to be selfish with. I wanted that story to be shared with the Institute as a whole. So it was an honor of mine to really promote Clarissa and nominate Clarissa for this type of award, because she is a champion for diversity and inclusion within the procurement profession and in personal lives altogether. So I wanted her to tell that story and have that opportunity.
So Clarissa, I can remember in 2020 when this award was given to Miss Ella Pierce and announced that it would be something that would happen every year. The feeling I got was just one of just specialness to see her accepted. And I was excited to see that one of my closest friends ended up getting it 2 years later. For you, what was that experience like whenever you found out that you were getting the award, and then also to be standing on the stage to receive it?
When I got the email from Rick Grimm, I was really honored. And truth be told, I did shed a tear, just like I did when Miss Pierce received her award from NIGP. It was such an honor for me. And to be on that stage when it was presented by Carrie Mathis, and I was there listening to all of the things that I actually had done, just to be in that moment. And I had the person that nominated me right there coaching me and just being my support person. It really felt good to be able to get up there and accept that award for all of the efforts that we've done, that I did at Richland One as well as at the University of South Carolina. It really, really felt good, because when you're doing this type of work, you're not expecting to get anything or any recognition. That's not the reason, but just to receive that really felt good, really felt overwhelming. And I was very honored and very grateful for it.
So Clarissa, what I'm hearing you say is that you had no idea that you had even been nominated.
Had no idea whatsoever. I was just looking through my emails, and when I saw Rick Grimm's name, I said, why would Rick Grimm email me? What's going on? So I opened it up, and that's what I saw. And immediately, I didn't even respond to him yet. I was in awe, and I just started calling and letting my close family and friends know what had happened.
So Clarissa, sometimes when awards are given, we see long lists of names of people who came before us. So when we receive similar awards or the exact same awards of those people that came before, we have this sense of expectation or this sense of pride. So in that same vein, how has receiving this award impacted you, knowing that you are standing in such great company with such a great award?
But definitely, I knew that we had a great program going on, and I know what this award means. So it has allowed me to just really step up even more, and it showcases our efforts, but it also helps other people to know that I actually know what I'm doing, and it gives value to the program and to what we're doing, because I'm standing in the steps of someone like Ella Pierce. Okay. And that is a great footstep to be walking in or walking behind.
So Clarissa, I'm going to shift gears a little bit and turn to something else.
Okay.
This year was one of the time. Well, this year was, I think, one of the very first times that NIGP allowed members to take the plenary stage. And you got up there and told your story about your journey into visual impairment and actually delivered to that stage and to the audience one of the most impactful messages that we've seen to date, or I'll say that I've seen to date. What was it like to be on that stage and tell your story?
Well, first of all, preparing to tell that story, I went through a process, but it was like a healing process for me, because I had to really accept some of the things that I had gone through, some of the things that evidently I hadn't even dealt with, in order to tell the story. And I wanted to be truthful about everything that I had endured. And of course, I can't tell it all. I haven't told it all. I can't tell it in 18 minutes. But my goal was to just be able to help someone else. You know, there was no one there that I could reach out to for assistance. So my goal was just to make people aware of the fact that we can still work, and that there's still value there. Like my old supervisor said, she may have problems with her eyes, but there's nothing wrong with her head, you know. So my goal was just to make people aware and help other people not to overcome their fear, and let people know when they need help. And I had to do the same thing, accept help, you know. And I'm still working on that, accepting help.
Okay, so shifting gears again.
Okay.
I can remember when I think it was our second plenary, maybe Monday, Seth Madison delivered that session to us. And in that session, I had an aha moment when he said, the second I step out of fear, I step into power. Because a lot of time fear holds us back from being the true people or the powerful people that we are. It threatens our authenticity. It threatens our effectiveness and our productivity. I'm asking you, Art, and I'm asking you, Clarissa, what were your aha moments from the forum?
It's funny that you led with that, Stacy, because my aha moment was more of that stepping out of the light. I mean, we can laugh and people joke that, you know, when the camera comes on, Art Moore likes to shine. And my aha moment was something that took the spotlight away from me and placed the spotlight on someone else. And that was the honor that I received by having Clarissa ask me to help escort her onto the stage to receive her award. And as we walked up, as they were reading the accomplishments of Clarissa, just watching her facial expressions when she heard what she had done being read off by someone else on stage in front of all the attendees at that moment, and just being able to grab her on her shoulder as she kind of tensed up, and I felt like she was getting a little emotional about everything that was being said, just being that support and then helping her on stage and just watching her shine on stage. I mean, you know, when we say that proud parent syndrome, I mean, and Chris, I'm not trying to say that you're you're younger than me, but I'm just saying that it was a proud parent moment, because it was, have so much pride in just watching you shine and have your moment. And that was, to me, an aha moment, because everybody got to celebrate you, and I got to share you with the NIGP audience.
Thank you, Art. Thank you. And I got up there, I was overwhelmed. And by the time I got to the stage, I forgot everybody I wanted to thank, and especially to Art, who really promoted me or nominated me and was there to coach me, because yes, I did tense up. I was about to burst out in tears when I heard all of the accomplishments, because you just do this stuff. And just to hear someone else say it, it meant a lot.
So what was your aha moment?
My aha moment, Stacey, believe it or not, one of them, I had two, but one of them was when you had your session and you said, be the person that you would need someone else to be. Because we don't know who is showing up at the office, whether it's somebody that has been abused, somebody that is going through vision impairment, someone that may have lost a loved one, or whatever the situation may be. But we need to be supportive to people and have empathy for people. And that was an aha moment for me, because we don't know who is showing up at our offices. So I that was a really great moment for me, just listening to that.
Well, thank you. And thank you to my dear friends, Clarissa and Art. It's been my pleasure to have this time with you all. And you know what? All I'm going to say is, before I think I'd asked the last person I interviewed what's next, I'm going to say to you all, I'm looking forward to going onward and upward as we elevate our experiences and experiences of our colleagues in public procurement through our service at NIGP.
I would say so far it's that every entity talks about conversations differently. There's a variety of different terms used and processes and procedures, but that they all have a lot of the consistent underlying themes, but processes are mostly different.
Wonderful.
So hello, my name is Sonia Arriaga. I'm with El Paso County, Colorado, and this is my first NIGP conference, and it has been a great experience. I am at the beginning of my year with only been in procurement for about a year. So this was a great experience as a beginner, because you get to kind of make these connections that will bring you along with the rest of my career. So I'm glad I was able to make these connections now, early in my career, that I can carry on later on. Because as a new person, you have tons of questions. There's always a lot to learn. Every solicitation is different. And I made it a goal for myself to meet someone from all over the US. So far I've made it to about 25 different states. I am looking for people. I haven't met anyone from Texas yet, I think, so I'm still looking for that. But I would recommend for any other new timers to do your chapter conference before you come to this big one, so that you know how to navigate, because that was the best thing I could have done for myself, done that little one, so now I know what to do here. So it's been a great time.
Hi, I'm Melissa, first timer, NIGP, loving Boston, loving the classes. Everybody's great, having a great time.
Yes, this is the first time I've attended Forum, and I was so excited because it was in Boston, but I've also heard so many good things about it, and there's so much going on. And when looking at the schedule, it was just so packed with amazing stuff. So it was almost nerve-wracking to think about all the things that we were going to be able to do and all the places we were going to be able to go. So it was very exciting to be able to attend this year.
Okay. Did you have any expectations going into Forum?
So my biggest thing is I love a good speaker. So I think speakers, it's a talent, it's an art, it's a craft. So I was really excited to see the keynote speakers and to see all the presentations. So that was my biggest thing, was to be able to be there and see those presentations and see those keynote speakers. So that's what I was looking forward to the most. But actually being there in the moment and hearing them was a completely different experience. And it was a lot more touching. So I was really happy I was able to be a part of that.
Wow. The keynotes are my favorite too.
Yes, they're great.
So then really kind of the heart of this for you is I've attended multiple forums and I always like to hear other people's experience. So are you willing to share sort of maybe an aha moment or something that you did not expect that you got out of forum?
Yeah, for sure. So going into forum, I know it's the NIGP is an association that helps with the procurement, but I didn't realize how much energy was behind it. So they did a first timers event and the young professionals event, which we attended, which was awesome because it was this amazing Monopoly treasure hunt, which was so fun. But it's so motivating that your company, wherever company you come from, for me, it was the city of Tucson, wants to invest in people to become better and to be their best selves. So it was very inspiring to me, and it made me want to come back and give back and be that energetic person and be that mentor. So during some of the trainings, we were told, don't be afraid to be a mentor because everybody's a mentor in a certain type of way and everybody has a little nugget to offer. And sometimes that little nugget can be life-changing for someone. So it's very important that no matter how small you think it is to help, to be that person to help, to be that person to be able to guide. We had a lot of good keynote speakers and they offered a lot of great advice. So one of the things was they mentioned to keep fighting and to keep showing up. So even if you have a hard day, because like for me, I do not come from the procurement world. I wasn't even sure really what procurement entailed. But once I got here, it was so overwhelming. But because of the staff that was behind me, all the trainings they offered, all the guidance they offered, it gave me that. It gave me that ability to keep fighting and keep showing up, even if I wasn't 100% sure of what I was doing on a daily basis. So it was really exciting to have my city of Tucson behind me, encouraging me to go to NIGP and to be my best self. So I really hope anybody who has the opportunity, if you're just new to the profession, if you're interested in the profession, to definitely sign up, get involved, do it because it's so beneficial to you. And also to our young people coming up, making sure they know what is procurement, how do we get our playground equipment, how do we get all these nice resources that we have in our cities and our towns, and how that all happens. And we're really the magicians behind that, right? We're the ones who help people get what they need on a daily basis. So it was very exciting for me to get a new sense of energy into what I do on a daily basis and how I can help my community.
I appreciate that. That's everything I love about procurement.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you another follow-up question because I know that you attended with a decent amount of people from your organization. And I'm just wondering if you can share any thoughts on the experience of being able to attend forum with some of your immediate peers and the people that you work with every day. Was that a different experience being at forum than just being in the office?
Yeah, I feel like being able to attend forum with the people I work with, they were able to see another side of myself and I was able to see another side of them, which was amazing. We almost came back closer. And I feel like the city of Tucson had a lot of people going and we were very fortunate in that aspect. So it was very much an opportunity for us all to really have that quality time together that we might not have in the office because we are so busy and we all have a million different things going on. So to be able to go there, to become closer as a team was really a great opportunity. And we had people going like myself. I've only been with the city for about 1.5 years in procurement. So I didn't have as much experience as some of the other people. And they still took so much away from forum and so much away from this great conference. So it was really encouraging to me that, hey, we're all coming from different levels, but we all took something away. I really don't think anybody could leave forum and say, hey, I took nothing from this. I guarantee everybody took something from it. And it was such an amazing experience, and being able to share that with my coworkers on top of it was like the cherry on top.
My name is Zach Cole. I'm from Tennessee, city of Jackson. It has been my first time here, very, very enjoyable. It's really nice to be around a bunch of purchasing peers that share the same concerns, issues, and even upcoming ideas they want to share. So it's been an awesome first-time event for me.
Hi, I'm Joe Benner. I'm from the New York State Office of General Services, and this has been a great experience. I really enjoyed talking and meeting different people from all across the country, whether it's just the first people I really got to meet were from the state of Arkansas, and from there the chapter, and from there it's been great with everyone. A lot of the same experiences, a lot of the same issues, and a lot of good results. I've been really impressed with everyone's commitment to improving our profession and dedication here. So it's been a wonderful experience.
Hi, I'm Angie Maddox. I'm from Hamilton County, Tennessee. And the expo was so exciting. I was like a little kid in a candy store, seeing everything, meeting all kinds of different people from all over, and just seeing all the individuals with all the knowledge that's here. That is what kind of blew my mind, was just all the knowledge. So it's been amazing. If you ever get to come, you need to.
Hi, I'm Jessica Yost. I'm from James City County, Virginia. I'm a first-time attendee and a scholarship recipient. And my favorite sessions were the networking sessions, where you got to hear fellow county folks and just talk about the issues that were going on, and just hearing from the more experienced peers in the field was just revelatory. It's just really wonderful information. It's been a great experience.
Good morning, Zach, and thanks for joining me. First, let me congratulate you on being named NIGP's Procurement Manager of the Year. I'd like to know, what was your aha moment from Forum?
One of the things that I found was just amazing is I love how supportive the procurement community is. As we're going through and we're talking about a lot of the different subjects and topics that are affecting us, we have found that it's common across, all the different industries and all the different agencies we work at, and we can find some really great ideas as far as how others are doing it that we can incorporate back into what we're doing. So I love that about the community, and that was one of my big aha moments when we were looking at the plenary sessions, and just to hear how other people are addressing some of these challenges that we face, that we have great creativity in this profession, and we can use that and reach out to others to help support us when we face those same challenges.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Zach.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sharon Tubbs. I am here in Boston for the 2022 NIGP Forum. I had an aha moment my very first day of the forum, listening to the very first speaker. Do it and do it again and again and again. And that is what I plan on taking back to my office and sharing with the purchasing staff at Franklin County. Thank you.
And my aha moment was that I had spoken at a session for the first time ever, and I was really, really nervous, and it was great. I really enjoyed it, and I had 3 wonderful people around me that just supported me. Stacy, Barb, Linda, they were great.
Hi, I'm excited to be here at NIGP, and one of my aha moments here was with our keynote speaker, John. I thought it was amazing. I thought he was inspirational, but most importantly, he reminded us how we do a job that's very magical.
One of my aha moments was in the Leading with Confidence class. And I really appreciated that Kristen spoke about how we can lead from within and how we can have individual leadership. And the experience that I have is that I don't aspire to be a manager. I don't want to manage people or the process. I want to be able to lead from within my position and have confidence in that.
What was really awesome was today's session regarding the court, the judge. That was the first time. I thought it would have been an actual presentation. Was not what I expected. I did not expect a reenactment of the case. So it was very, very interesting, and you had the opportunity to participate with asking questions about the actual case.
Really?
And it gives you thought for, regarding the processes that are being, oh my goodness, I have to think hard. Just thinking about the law as it relates to procurement overall, basically. So that was very, very interesting. Thank you.
Hi, Teresa. First of all, congrats on being named the National Procurement Specialist of the Year. So what is your aha moment from Forum?
Well, my aha moment happened last night when I was awarded the Procurement Specialist of the Year. It was just amazing because there was 12 people that were up for the finalists, and to be one of 3 was enough for me. But to hear what the other finalists had done was just amazing, and to be in line with those other finalists was just mind-blowing. And then to be picked and go up on stage was just, my main thing was don't fall on the stairs. That was my main thing. And then getting up there, I really just thought I was just gonna grab an award and then go back to my seat. And to give a speech was just, you want to thank everyone and nothing comes to mind. It's just, my mind went blank and all I could say was thank you several times. And then I was just so happy, and the yay came out, and that was just my moment of, I did this. Like, all the hard work I put in for the past, for several years, but the past 2 years that I went for certifications and worked with my copper chapter, and it all came together, and it was just a great way to top it all off.
Well, Teresa, thank you for all that you do, and we hope you continue to have a great time at Forum this week.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Selena. I am from Mojave County, Arizona.
Hi, Selena.
Hi.
So this is day 1 of your first conference, your first forum.
Yes, my very first time attending.
Tell us about it. What are your impressions?
So far, it's exceeded any expectation that I had coming here. The conversations I'm already having are wonderful. People I'm meeting. I've attended virtual conferences, and all I can say is it's definitely a different experience attending in person. I love the people and the conversations we're having. It's just really an awesome thing.
Are you finding value on day 1?
Absolutely,
Anything?
yes. Just being able to speak with other people that are found in similar situations that our county is in has been very helpful. Seeing their approach to certain things. So I'm very excited to continue to learn more, and I'm looking forward to the whole conference.
How did you get here anyway, and what's making it work for you? Any tips you'd provide to anybody else?
So my goal is to become more involved in NIGP, and I can say a good starting point for me before this conference was signing up for volunteer positions. So it can be little things like the badge checker at the entrance. Things like that really drive me to be more involved and make those connections. So yeah.
I'm hoping to catch up with you later on at the end of the conference and see how ending day compares to the first day. Are you up for that?
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Okay, have a great one.
Thank you.
I think we usually come because we're so far from the states that we're not sure if we're doing the same thing everybody else does. So we come here to validate that we're doing what everyone else in procurement is doing and to learn what the newer trends are.
Has this forum been worthwhile for you this year?
Yeah, definitely.
What are some of your aha moments so far?
Well, it's nice to see that what other people are facing, we're facing the same things, and seeing what their solutions are, and if we can implement them with our county.
Okay. Wendy, what are your thoughts?
Same thing. I was going to say the same. It's nice to have
people to relate to that are going through the same stuff, even though we're so far away.
Hi, Valerie Scott here with Radio NIGP. We are at the Forum 2022 in Boston, and with me today I have David and Diana. David, why don't you start? Tell us your affiliation with NIGP and your agency, and if this is your first forum.
Right, I am part of RMGPA, and I'm with the Colorado Department of Transportation, and this is my first forum.
Great, thanks David. And Diana, the same information, affiliation with NIGP, as well as your entity and whether this is your first forum.
I am with RNGPA, and I'm with St. Vrain Valley Schools, and this is my second forum.
Great. Thank you both so much. So I am pulling these two aside because we just had an aha moment at the forum. So which session did you just attend?
It was a session about diversity.
Great. And while in the session, although we're all from like the same place, and actually Diana and I work in the same city. I work for the city, she works for the school district. You all had an aha moment, so tell me about that.
Well, we felt like being in the same city, that how can we engage with a diverse community and our vendors. So I felt like best way to do that is to partner up with the city of Longmont and see how we can do some outreach within our community.
Great. And so then David and Diana came to me and we were just having a conversation about like, well, let's get together with the Chamber of Commerce in our city and combine forces, and let's get together and do some more business diversity outreach together. So we just had this takeaway moment. We're literally emailing the Chamber of Commerce right now to talk about how we might engage with them to improve supplier diversity, business diversity outreach in our own community. We had to come all the way to Boston to figure this out. So I think it was a pretty great aha moment. And I want to thank the both of you for agreeing to take a minute to talk with me about it.
Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you. Valerie Scott signing off for Radio NIGP from Forum.
After a few years, it's just great to see everybody in person, and just great to see the event getting back to where it was before the pandemic. So it's been a blast.
Bryce, I want just to ask you, what do you think of the forum so far? Have you had any aha moments?
So far, I found it very enjoyable. One of the aspects that I really like about conferences like this is that it lets you see how other states are procuring things. So my experience has largely been with Virginia, and my experience has largely been in infrastructure. And so I just joined NASPA a few months ago, and I've been really excited to learn how other states' procurements work and how the interesting solutions that they found, especially given everything that's happened with the COVID-19 pandemic, and how procurement has continued to move forward throughout all of that.
The conference is wonderful, great experience. I haven't been here in, in almost 12 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's been great to be back in person, and so far so good. It's a wonderful conference.
Well, it's wonderful being back in person and enjoying meeting people and your fellow, procurement specialists, and looking at all of the talent that's out there and knowing that it's available just by reaching out. The networking is fantastic. The speakers have been wonderful. Crystal opened my eyes about being open to technology. Sometimes as we get older, we kind of get fixed in our ways, and it's good to know that change is happening and we have to keep rolling with the change.
My one aha moment is the direction technology is going for procurement. It seems if you look 5 years ago, you had very few choices, but today they are doing everything under the sun to make our jobs a little easier, a little smoother, a little faster.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, it was my first one. I've been in procurement for more than 30 years and was my very first forum. So I'm really excited that our city really promotes going to the forum and understands the value of it.
Tell me about an aha moment you had over the week at Forum.
Well, I had several of them because I feel like, and being in the profession for so many years, it made me feel a lot of pride in my profession. It was really, really advantageous to meet everybody, and it's very inspiring to actually talk with everybody and be able to talk about best business practices, what's working, what's not working, and have a person-to-person dialogue, because you can get so much more out of that. So I was really excited to do that. We had 4 breakout classes every day. Didn't realize just how many breakout classes you have, and you get to have a conversation that is very inspirational, and learning about what people have had to, the roadblocks they've had to get through, and you sometimes feel like you've gone through them yourself, so you really get to feel other people's successes and what they have had to go through to get there. And then I also felt like when you're in a room with a lot of people and they have questions that you might think about, but you never know who to ask, you have that dialogue going on in a class, and it's very beneficial. And you walk out there feeling like I can do this, and I want to keep adding to my career development. So it's very inspirational. And I got the opportunity to go with my manager, and then after every class being able to talk about what we were seeing, how we were feeling. That's just such an aha moment that you wouldn't normally capture. I just felt so inspired walking away, and I just am looking forward to the next one that I go to, because now I've got the opportunity to see what it's all about and understand that there is so much and value in going. I want to be able to join my peers again and see how we can all develop and evolve as professionals.
Well, coming from, this, I've been in public procurement for about 2 years now. I spent 25 plus years in retail. And so one of the great aha moments, I think, has been around the community, the camaraderie that I found here in terms of, retail can be competitive and that environment. And I think this environment, and wanting to help each other, providing workshops, learning to further grow careers, help build leaders. I think that's been one of my big aha moments from this so far.
That's great. Well, thank you so much.
No
Anything
problem.
else that you want to add?
No, I encourage people to attend. I'm a first-time attendee, so I definitely encourage people to attend. I think the networking and the relationships you build here will really, really help you moving forward.
Hi, folks. This is Keith Platz, and I've got Stacy Adams with me. It's Friday. It's the first day of, first pre-day of Forum, and we're here down at the Seaport area in Boston, looking around, trying to find food. Did you have any luck finding dinner yet?
Oh, we did. We ate at Tony O's, and it was amazing. And the view is phenomenal. So I don't know if you hold it up, Keith. Can you see back there?
There it is. There's the harbor.
Yes. Sailboats, all sorts of things going by. It's amazing down here. Wish you guys were here.
Hi, Selena. You were so full of anticipation on the first day of the conference. How do you feel now at the conclusion?
Hi, John. I feel very motivated, inspired, would probably be the best way to describe it. I'm really looking forward to future involvement in NIGP, and I'm just so excited about all the connections that I've made throughout the conference, and I know those connections will last a lifetime.
That's wonderful. Were there any striking moments during the conference, or any particular inspiring thing that you noticed?
Yes, I really enjoyed this session that I attended. I enjoyed learning a little bit more about the mentorship program that's coming. That session was with Marquita, and they informed me that there would be a mentorship program through NIGP, and it's actually through an app called Together. So I'm very excited to take a look at that and see what that has to offer in my career path.
We're all really happy that mentorship program is going. Was there anything else that you really learned about that you wanted to hang on to and take back and use in your job?
Absolutely. I mean, there was many things, but if I can narrow it down to one thing that I was definitely a little iffy about before going to Forum was bonding. So I attended a class with Kirk Buffington about bonding requirements, the different types of bonds and the specific purpose for each. That class was so helpful, and I know that's a class that I'll definitely be watching back.
That is wonderful to hear about. Anything else you want to say?
Yes, I just want to give a quick little shout out to my amazing mentor, Tara Acton. She's really paved the way for me and my coworkers here at Mojave County to get involved with NIGP, and she's really someone that we look up to here. So yes.
Thanks for sharing. Hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, John. Take care, and I'm looking forward to attending future forums.
Here we are broadcasting from the NIGP 2022 forum in Boston, Massachusetts. I am Rick Grimm, the Chief Executive Director for NIGP, and my aha moment is, and we always know this, but my aha moment is, it is worth every ounce of effort to bring people together to this annual conference. It is absolutely wonderful to see people learn from each other and network and create those friendships. So it's an aha moment for us to continue to do that kind of work to support you.
My aha moment for this year was sort of a surreal feeling of, after 3 years, bringing all of you back together here in Boston. We're very excited that we were able to see all of you in person and see you chatting actively on the virtual platform. So thanks to everybody for being here.
Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Anderson with NIGP. I'm the events manager, and my aha moment was public procurement officers are the best. This was my first time. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Todd Slater, Chief Content Officer at NIGP. And my aha moment from the recent forum is that, learning is, again, just such a social process, and all of us coming together here is really a great experience. And to see the light bulbs going on and the amount of learning that happens is just a great time. Thanks.
Hi, Fred Kuhn, Chief Growth Officer at NIGP. I think my aha moment came when I was down on the exhibit floor, and booth after booth after booth that I visited, they were all ecstatic about the fact that folks were coming through that were high quality, that they had great conversations, that the connections were made, and they felt that it was worth not just their time, their effort, but the money that they spent to come to Boston to network and to make connections and build relationships with this community. So that was my aha moment. It's just, I didn't hear one single complaint from the exhibit floor from any of our supplier partners about the quality and the sort of just the time that they were able to spend with this community. It just means the world to them. So thank you for that.
Hello, friends. I hope you have enjoyed today's broadcast highlighting award recipients and members sharing their aha moments from Forum. We hope that for those that attended Forum, you could relate to many of those aha moments that were shared. Maybe you want to take to the Forum Insight group and share your own aha moment. I think there could be some pretty fun moments and memories to capture in that way. For others, we hope that as you celebrate the awards received by fellow members and entities and chapters, that you're also inspired to strive for those same successes. Maybe you think, could this be me? Where do I start? Well, it all starts with a vision and a desire to see yourself, your entity, or your chapter reaching that next level of excellence in our profession. Have a conversation with previous award recipients and decide what your best next step could be. If you leave it to chance, it's never gonna happen. So get busy setting your goals and make some action plans. For those that were unable to attend Forum, we hope that you are inspired by the stories shared today and that you're already making plans to attend next year. Be intentional. Put the save the date on your calendar today. Start having those planned conversations about the value of attending. Share this broadcast with peers or maybe even your supervisors. Plant the seeds and water them throughout the year. And if you'll do that, we will likely see you in Louisville next year. Remember that the only way that you're unsuccessful with anything is if you don't try. Even if you've tried before and you were not successful, or if you failed, if you will, bless your heart, dust yourself off and try again. Use that as an opportunity to learn, adjust, and get back at it. You've got this. Go in for that big ask. Set your goals and start working your way towards it. Surround yourself with those that are going to encourage you and strive to make yourself and your contributions to the profession the best they can possibly be. Until next time, friends, keep enjoying your aha moments and look for ways to make some new ones. Have a great day.
For Stacy and me, this is Keith Platts, and reminding you that this is, and this is Radio NIGP.